then we love a Grati-Tuesday because it means today Reverend Sophie is joining us. Good morning, Reverend Sophie.
Morning, everybody. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely and glorious outside at the moment, although it's looking like it might rain. There seems to be a cloud.
Oh, no, we're not going to have rain today, are we?
Quick prayers for no rain. Rain, go away. We aren't
I think the cloud's coming over, but they're not going to drop anything. That's my hope.
Oh, that would be nice.
That's what I'm hoping that the birds don't do as well.
No, you've had your fair share of that, haven't you, G?
I did. It's supposed to be lucky. I can tell you it wasn't lucky.
I tell you what, there has been some particularly splatty poops for from birds. I was out in the car the other day, and we were driving along. Chloe was driving. This was before she did her test.
Right.
And this, it must have been a seagull. The amount of poop must have been a seagull. And it splatted right across the windscreen.
Wow.
I tell you, it was so loud that me and Chloe jumped a mile. How she managed to get the car in?
Did you do the emergency stop?
Oh dear. Oh well, I hope that we don't have many of them flying around overhead.
I was going to say, but it was lucky because they say it's lucky. So it was obviously lucky for Chloe for passing her test.
She passed her test? Maybe. Yeah.
That's the reason why.
Because the bird pooped on my car, she passed her test.
Yeah, well, I'm very grateful that this morning we have no birds flying around us here in the studio, so we're quite safe. It is Grati-Tuesday, and have you got a lovely Grati-Tuesday message for us this morning? We've got a few coming in on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always grateful for many, many things, but I was I thought, I don't know, I'm going to have a look on the internet, as you do, and see what day it is today. And it's the United Nations Day for the countering of hate speech. Did you know that? International Day for countering hate speech. That's from the United Nations. And I mean that's a really good thing to be grateful for. But I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, how much better would it be instead of countering hate speech, we encourage love speech? I just thought that instead of thinking about the negatives, let's think about the things that we can do to be positive about it. So instead of worrying about because there is a theory, isn't there, that, and I think it probably comes from Zen Buddhism or something like that, that if you counter, so someone tries to attack you, if you don't attack back, they've got nothing to lash out against. They can't. So in the same way, if you keep on speaking love at people and encouraging people with your love and peace and good wishes, then eventually they will have no choice but to back down and to be encouraged and to know that they are loved. So I wonder whether we, on Pure West Radio, whether we can start this entire movement on Pure West Radio this morning, where we are encouraging love speech rather than countering hate speech. That's my thinking. So I'm going to start. All right. Okay, I'm going to start. Tom, I think you have a wonderful smile, and I love you very, very much.
Aww.
And Gina, you are always full of joy and happiness, and I think you are an amazing woman.
Oh, it does job, doesn't it?
It does. It does and you have to be sincere about it, because if you're not sincere about it, then it's false. But actually, those things I believe, and I think we need to be a bit more encouraging of people, don't we? We just need to encourage people generally. And I found a Bible verse just before we started today, and it says something. I can't find it now. I can't find it now. Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds. Let us consider how we might spur one another on towards love and good deeds. I just love that. And so that is my words of gratefulness and gratitude and encouragement to you all this morning. Is let's encourage one another along with good deeds and love.
Yeah, I like that. And I like to spread good feeling with everybody. It's like when you joined just this morning, Reverend Sophie, you know, it was lovely to see your bright smile. And I was like, have you had your hair done? You're just looking radiant this morning. And it does just lift our spirits here in the studio. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gina, you mentioned some other gratitudes that we've had this morning. Maria Scow mentioned earlier, grateful for the gorgeous weather and where we live to give us views. And you could head over to Facebook for this one to give me a great deal of inspiration for my artwork. And it looks like a painted picture in and of itself.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And if you want to look at that, like Tom said, head over to our Facebook page at Pure West Radio. Peter Krause in Pembroke Dock has also been in touch this morning. Good morning to you all at PWR. You are amazing. Thank you for being there for all of us. And I'm grateful that he can do so much. Peter's very grateful that he can do so much work for charity, and every bit helps. So thank you, Peter, on this Grati-Tuesday for everything that you do. And once again, that's sort of just bringing that smiles and that gratitude across Pembrokeshire today.
Yeah. So the message today, then, if you can spread a little bit of love, then why not? If we can make someone feel a bit brighter about their day, then why not tell them? That's something that always gets forgotten, isn't it? We might think lots of things, but we don't tell people of the good things they do.
No, we're really, really good at pointing out people's mistakes, and we're not so good at pointing out what's good about them and what's encouraging. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right. We just need to keep on encouraging people and loving people.
Yeah, one thing which I'm going to encourage now is maybe you're not feeling the joy, you're not feeling the light because you might have a burden on your shoulders. But we can actually help spread some love by taking that burden off your shoulders on a Thursday morning.
Yeah, we can indeed. So obviously Father Neil and I are priests, and we can, in all seriousness, we can help people with their feelings of guilt and upset by offering them formal confession. But on a Thursday morning, we do like to have a bit of a giggle and a bit of a laugh with some not quite so serious things on a Thursday morning. So if you have something that you would like to share on a Thursday morning, we'd love to hear it. We can't promise we're going to forgive you, but we can promise we will love you. So if you have something that is weighing you down, then we're your people first thing on a Thursday morning.
There you go. Gee, how can they get we call it confessions. How can they get their confession in?
Well, I'm hoping that it's going to be quite a long, in-depth confession. So you can email us, studio@purewestradio.com. If it's something little small, you can message us on the WhatsApp 01437 764455, and also Pure West Radio app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, do that right now. You can take Pembrokeshire in your pocket wherever you are and press on that message button. Super simple.
Yeah, Maria Sky, thanks, Reverend Sophie. Love your thoughts this morning. Grateful for all three of you today. Maria, we're grateful for you and all at Team Sky there as well. So thank you so much.
Lots of love, Maria.
Also grateful, Gina, for organisations that fly the flag for those that might be underrepresented. And we've got Tracy joining us, very shortly in the next 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, so stay with us. Tracy from Pembrokeshire People First. Do you understand me? Learning Disability Awareness Week. That's what we're going to be talking very soon here on Pure West.
Love that. We've got some events around the county happening with the Great Wedlock Farm and Deer Park, so don't go anywhere. We've got them on the way for you. Reverend Sophie, really looking forward to Thursday morning and having a chat with both you and Father Neil for confessions. We have got a short one in already, but send yours in to that email address again at studio@purewestradio.com. And we've got a bit of Brian Adams and Melanie C on the way for you this morning. It's the June Tom Breakfast Show with Folly Farm.
The Breakfast Show with Gina and Tom. Weekdays